Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here. Welcome to another episode of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. That's right, it's Wednesday. It's new product review day. Today it's all albums, all new releases happening today. So hopefully you've had a chance to check out the Robin Trower and the Envy of None episodes that came out earlier today. Here we got another one for you. This one, without a doubt, the best of the three, I think. It's the brand new solo album from Wilson from Heart. Fierce Bliss, and that's right, Roger Dean album artwork. That is pretty sweet, right? This is like one of those kind of hard, digi things, right? It's kind of like digibook type of thing. So before we kind of get into the specifics, take a look. We got Roger's cool artwork adorning this whole thing, which is pretty neat. All right, got the track listings and who played on. There's Ann right there. All the lyrics. More wonderful Roger Dean artwork. It's like you'd think we were looking at a Yes album, for crying out loud, right? Very cool. So, helping out Ann on this album, of course, Ann on lead vocals, right? So we got vocals, Ann Wilson, guitar, Tom Bukovac. All right, we've got bass, Tony Lucido, drums, percussion, and bike. Sean T. Lane, keyboards Gordon Mote, and also additional keyboards Tim Lauer. So I think that's the basis of the Ann Wilson band at this point. Because as you know, Heart kind of are not really a thing right now because Ann and Nancy, the two sisters that make up Heart, are kind of like not getting along, not talking. There's a little rift in the family. So Nancy Wilson has got her thing, and I think Am I mistaken? Is she calling it Nancy Wilson's Heart? Whatever she's doing? I'm not really sure. And then you got Ann Wilson, right? So also guesting on the album, we've got on vocals on one track, Mr. Vince Gill. You've got lead guitar on one track, actually two tracks, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. You've got guitar on two tracks, Mr. Warren Haynes. You've got guitar on one track, Mr. Tyler Boley. You got keyboards on a couple tracks, Danny Lewis. Additional keyboards from Dan Walker, additional bass from Jorgen Carlson on a couple tracks, additional bass from Andy Stoller, drums from Matt Apps on two songs, basically the two songs that Warren plays on, two Government Mule guys, right? And then you got guest choirs on there. The album is mixed and recorded by Chuck Ainley at Fame Studios, Muscle Shoals, Alabama, and Soundstage in Nashville, Tennessee. All right, so what you got here is 11 tracks, 4 covers, I believe it is, and 7 all-new songs. I will say the covers are really well done. I don't often say that. Usually when I hear like some of these older legendary veteran bands and artists and they're, putting lots of covers on their new releases, I'm like, here we go again. Thankfully, though, these covers are kept to somewhat of a minimum, and they're actually really well done, and the new stuff is really, really good. So we've got, starting it off, we've got a song called Greed, which is a Ann Wilson original. Good, hard rockin' song. Might be my favorite on the album. Really great. If you love the hard rockin', raucous, yet melodic Heart classic material from like the 70s and the early 80s, you're gonna love Greed. In fact, I would go into say if you like the Fanatic album by Heart, which came out, was that the last one they did? No, not the last one, but the one before that, which is a pretty rockin' affair. If you like that album, you're gonna like this album. And I will say also, her sister Nancy put out an album was it very early this year? God, when did that come out? I know it's May, right? So it might have been early this year. I don't remember. I think it was early this year. Or maybe it was last year. I don't know. Whenever it was. Not that long ago. I liked that a bit when it came out. And then as time kind of wore on, I was kind of like, this really isn't all that great. It's okay. But I was expecting a little more, and I haven't gone back to it since. This is a lot more fun and a lot more rockin'. If you like the rockin' Heart and the bluesier Heart, got a lot of that here. So Greed, definitely check that out. Great song. Then you got Blackwing, which is a little bluesier, a little bit more atmospheric and melancholy, but still got some oomph to it. That's another original. Very good. Then you got her cover of Bridge of Sighs, the Robin Trower classic. Really good. Kenny Wayne Shepherd tearing it up on guitar on this one. And Ann sounds fantastic singing, the old Jimmy Dooher lines in this. Really good cover. Again, Bridge of Sighs, a lot of people have done it. But I dig it. I think it's good. Then we got Fightin' for Life, which is another original. That's a good song. Again, another kind of bluesy song. Got some good pop hooks in it, but it's a good, fairly up-tempo song. I dig that. Then you got her take on the Queen classic Love of My Life, along with Vince Gill singing co-lead vocals. I don't mind it. It's not, the Queen. For me, Love of My Life by Queen, Freddie's got to sing that, right? But I think this is okay. And Vince Gill, a strange choice to sing on here. Tremendous musician, but he's more of a country guy. But he does okay on this. I don't mind it, to be honest with you. I know Davey Gallagher from Curse of the Collector show, he kind of torched this cover song when we did that show recently. But I don't mind it. I don't really mind it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'd rather hear the original, but it's okay. It's okay. Another cover, we've got Missionary Man by the Eurythmics. Really good. I like it because she gives it a different spin on here. And it's pretty rocking. You got Kenny Wayne Shepherd back on guitar on this one again. Good hard rock version of that song. I always thought that was a pretty good Eurythmics song anyway. And they do it a little differently here. So they change it up a little bit. So it's not an out-and-out copy, whereas Bridge of Sighs is pretty close to the original. Love of My Life, pretty close to the original. I think she does a little bit different arrangement on Missionary Man, which I kind of appreciate. Then you got the first of a couple songs with Warren Haynes from Government Mule and the Allman Brothers. Gladiator, terrific blues rock song. Really like that a lot. Another one of the album highlights. Then you've got a remake of the Jeff Buckley song, Forget Her, which is very mellow and lush and atmospheric. Kind of nice. I'm not a huge Jeff Buckley fan to begin with, but this is decent. Her voice sounds great. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, this woman can literally sing the phone book, and it would be really good. So it's a very nice track. Like it. Then you've got another original song called A Moment in Heaven, which is a good kind of beefy, Zeppelin-y rock song. I like it. Another one of the highlights here. It's like there are some like big, heavy, chunky blues rock songs on this album that I think work really, really well with her voice. And, big riffs, thunderous drums, and in this song it kind of does the light and shade thing quite a bit throughout the song. Really works well. Then you got Angels Blues, which again has Warren and Matt from Government Mule on it. It sounds like a Government Mule song with Ann Wilson on vocals. Home run. Absolute home run. A little bit of Hammond organ, kind of soaking around in the background, and some, really cool guitar licks from Warren. Great vocals from Ann. Really like it a lot. I would probably like to hear a whole album of Ann Wilson and Government Mule doing a whole album together. I think it would be dynamic. And then the last song is As the World Turns, which is another original song, and writing with Daniel Walker. And this is more of a kind of like a real mellow, melodic, kind of like a country rock, pop type of song, a little bit of folk in it. It's the mellowest song on the album, next to Love of My Life. But it's a nice closer, kind of takes things out, and I could totally see like the, like the crossover country fans probably, gravitating towards this if she ever decided to like release that as a single towards that crowd. But the rest of the album is pretty rocking, I would say. But some nice variety on here. Like I said, you get a little bit of everything. Her vocals are tremendous. I like it a lot. I think it's just a great sounding album. She sounds terrific. She's surrounded herself with some really, really fine musicians, and there's no real lag on this album. Something I found with the Nancy's album is that there were a couple strong points, but the rest of the album kind of really lagged in spots, and it just seemed lacking something. Whereas I don't get this. Like the first time I heard this, I was like, oh, I like this, and each time I played it afterwards, I've liked it even more. And Roger, the artwork kind of helps too. So there you have it. Fierce Bliss from Ann Wilson. She does it again, guys. She's 71 years old, 71, 72 years old. Sounds terrific. She puts singers who are half her age to shame here. And really good stuff. Check it out. If you've already heard it, let us know what you think about it. If you haven't, go listen, come back and report. Let us know what you think. And visit us on the web at www.seaoftranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're here together all the damn time, right? That's kind of the new slogan. We're on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're together all the damn time. That's what I wanted to say. So I got to say, I got to get used to saying it. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're together all the damn time. That is right. I am Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned for what do we got coming up. We got Monsters Den coming up tomorrow, so don't miss that. We got Friday morning, the Funhouse with Martin Popoff. Saturday's the UK Connection. Sunday, album homework assignment. Lots happening here. We got a bunch of other like album rankings that we're going to be doing in the weeks ahead. We've got, you can expect the Runaways. You can expect the Black Crowes. You can expect Pallbearer. What else? There are other ones that we are kind of... King Buffalo. Probably doing the King Buffalo fairly soon. So some more obscure bands, some more known bands. A lot happening. I'm going to get to Paul McCartney at some point, too. I did John Lennon about a week and a half ago. So Paul McCartney's coming up at some point, too. And, yeah, a lot other ranking the albums episodes that are on the long list of things to do. So stay tuned for that. A lot more. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Click on that notification bell so you get alerted of all of our content. Links below to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations. Links below to our merch page where you can get all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility shirts, caps, hats, hoodies, coffee mugs, stickers, all that fun stuff. And yeah, and anything you contribute is greatly appreciated. And we thank you. And we'll see you next time here on the channel. Take care. Bye-bye.